Meet Quinn. On the surface, Quinn appears like a normal 1-year-old. However, when you dig a little deeper, you realise that this baby from Mount Hotham in the Victorian snow region is far from normal. You see, Quinn was born with a mullet, a good one too, and locals in the area refer to him as Mullet Boy. However, doctors are concerned that the weight of his mullet may be contributing to some bizarre behaviour. Things like deliberate head bashing, zombie-like walking, spontaneous dancing, and significant communication issues.
Definitely challenging. He requires a lot of extra attention compared to other children. But there's some delightful things as well. But it's certainly, we've got our work cut out for us.
Erin has received mixed reports from doctors about the influence that the mullet has had on Quinn's habits. Some believe the mullet influences everything from his antisocial behaviour right through to his amazing dancing. Others think the altitude of Mount Hotham contributes as well. Some even say that he is just unique, leaving Erin undecided on the mullet's future.
Some of the doctors have advised that the mullet is linked to his behaviours, and so it's the decision, isn't it? You lose the mullet and you lose some of the fantastic behaviours and what makes him him. But at the same time, there are some challenges and he's some difficult behaviours. So, you really have to make the call.
One person who believes Quinn needs to keep the mullet at all costs is his uncle and prominent Melbourne musician, Liam. Liam has witnessed Quinn's dancing and musical ability firsthand and feels his sister Erin would be robbing Quinn of his musical image should the mullet be removed.
It's totally a big deal. Like, you see a lot of bands like Smashing Pumpkins. As soon as Billy Corgan lost his mop, they went downhill. So I think it needs to be embraced, but the big thing is it needs to be embraced by the family, and I'm not sure if Quinn's getting that support at the moment. So I'm sort of sticking by him on the mullet, and trying to talk it up with the other family members, because I think he can go a long way with that mullet. He's totally rocking the mullet at the moment. One of my bandmates, Phil, he's had a mullet for years, a bit of a Peter Riccardi sort of Lee Tudor style mullet, and it's not particularly fashionable, but you got to own it, and Quinn owns his mullet. Look, if Erin wants to make a buck off of it, might be a good in for the industry.
Liam does, however, believe that the mullet may contribute to Quinn's hyperactive and confident behaviour, and says that is the one area that will need to be monitored.
You can get a bit comfortable with it, like it can be a bit of a security blanket, like you feel this thing on your head, especially if it stays curly and you get that good extension up the top there. He might get a bit confident with his mullet and think, he's wearing a helmet or something a lot of the time. So you do have to be a little bit careful.
Now, Erin has brought Quinn to Melbourne, where he'll be examined by some of the country's leading doctors. The pair will spend the next 3 weeks here to examine whether the altitude of Mount Hotham has affected the behaviour that has been displayed by Quinn. If not, the mullet may have to go.
So far, the signs of improvement at the low altitude of Melbourne are few and far between, with the power of the mullet stronger than first thought. Quinn's usual random behaviour, such as his trademark zombie-like walking and obsession with climbing slides instead of going down them, continues.
Well, we've been here a couple of days now, and I haven't noticed any change in his behaviour yet. I guess if he continues for 2 weeks or more, we will have to probably get rid of the mullet. I'm not going to cave to family pressure. If it's not making a change, I can't do anything. Got to get rid of it.
Although the decision to lose the mullet will anger some, I get the feeling that this won't be the last that we hear about Mount Hotham's Mullet Boy.
Do, 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 do.